Welcome YouTube, this is the Gaming Rican here, bringing to you another Let's Play episode. I do apologize for the delay that there has been in recording this video. I've been working on a lot of other things, trying to make the channel fresh and interesting. And one of them would be uploading to Twitch, gameplays of War Thunder, and also Dying Light, as among as many other games that I will be playing from time to time. In this video, we'll see the continuation of our Clearwater city, and I just wanted to take the time at the beginning of this video to add the narration to ask all of my viewers out there, would you like a musical intro? Would you not like a music intro? If that was the case, would you think that this intro was appropriate? It's a band from a band I love called Dream Theater, and I think the riff is kind of catchy. As always, thank you for watching. We have now reached 200 views and 20 subscribers. The progress is going much better than I ever had anticipated. It's only been a few short weeks, and already, I feel like I'm still having loads of fun doing this. So, without further ado, thank you for watching, and here is episode 4, Let's Play SimCity, and the town's name is Clearwater. Welcome YouTube, the Gaming Rican here, ready to resume our build of Clearwater. Been a bit busy lately, I would say. We've tried a couple new things. My friend Sold Out, or Mr. Sold Out, as you may know him on YouTube, and I decided to collaborate on a multiplayer region. We did a nice long game session of that. And I've also been heavily on Twitch playing Dying Light. So I guess my question is to my viewers out there, the ones that are new, that are dropping into this page, what gameplay do you like to watch on Twitch? What's better, Twitch or Ustream? It's just nice to kind of figure out exactly where the content is and what content is wanted. So please leave comments below and tell me what you'd like to see in the future. Other than that, let's start resuming our Clearwater Let's Play. Now, the last time we managed to upgrade our city into a thriving metropolis. I wouldn't call it a metropolis just yet. I mean, most of the map is still empty. But we started getting a lot of the heavy problems, a lot of sewage problems, a lot of power problems, a lot of water problems. Trying to keep the ability in which we process these things like garbage and utilities, and also to keep it at a manageable level. Now, as the cities increase in density, people's use of sewage goes up, people's use of a lot of the basic utilities just start exponentially increasing over time. And one of the big drawbacks is traffic and overusage of the utilities. We had some brownouts, if I'm not mistaken. Our power grid was being heavily used. So here, we're going to just check up on the status of everything. So first things first, we're going to go look at our power plant and see. It has plenty of oil. It's generating 100 megawatts of power per the area. It looks like we have a little traffic jam here, but we'll address that later. So let's take a look at our power consumption. We currently have 41.3 megawatts in excess. And why is there a power failure? Okay, that was just strange. So let's wait for everybody to get their power back on. Alright, power seems to be fine now. Everybody has power. Let's slow the game down a little bit and check the status on water. Right now we are currently generating 107.6 kilogallons an hour excess, so we're fine with that. Okay, now we check sewage. We have an excess of that too, thanks in part to our sewage sanitizer being fully upgraded and a water pump nearby. But as you can see here, I don't know if you recall Clearwater's part 1 video, the little blobs of shit rolling down the street were not as large as they are now. And that is due to the fact that we have 73,810 people living within the city limits. So the next step is, let's see, we have 47,000 simoleons. We were thinking about mass transit, so let's get that going. Let's take a look here at what we can do. Where is our rail line? Okay, so our rail lines start here. So what I'm thinking about doing is we added one passenger train station, and I believe we connected a bus stop to it. Yes, we did. Okay. Now we want to spread the tracks a little further closer to our heavily commercial area, which is down here. I see that my high-tech industries are wanting more electronics. So now I have to take a look and see if we could even have an electronics factory. Alright. So, let me take a look here. First things first, let's take this road, drag it up a little bit, and fill in some of these gray areas over here. Alright, what type of... Alright, these are residential areas. I'm thinking, where's our demand? High wealth commercial. Well, that's easy. We'll just add a high wealth commercial level to our... Oh, we don't have enough simoleons yet. Okay. Well, when that happens, we'll just do that. And there's demand for residential, high wealth, and low wealth. It seems like the middle income people are the ones that don't need housing right now. So with that being said, we'll allow low income housing to be on this side of the city. If my mouse will cooperate, which doesn't seem to be cooperating, but that's okay. What the hell? Alright, I just do not need to be aggravated today. It's been a long day. The traffic is still a damn problem. We need some way to get people out of their vehicles. Some way. Adding more buses just puts more buses on the road, so I don't want to do that. So let's see here. Let us see. We have a bunch of rich people living here. They want me to upgrade the roads. So I think that'll be our first step. Let's increase our population even more. Now, we'll probably have a traffic problem, but what can I do about that? I need the money. Money is generated by citizens. Citizens pay tax. Everybody's happy. So let's see. We're upgrading roads to high density to see if this high wealth area will indeed be able to support a larger population. Alright, so I believe now that every single street in our city is now high density. And I made this mistake over here with the train station. I can't. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. I guess my goal is just to basically fill up the whole map. So I'm going to check our demand again. Alright, take a look at the demand. It says that we have no demand for industrial, still demand for high wealth commercial, and that's probably because this area here is all high wealth commercial, and it seems to be... What I'm going to do then is I de-zone this whole area, rezone it commercial. Maybe that'll just buy me some time. Alright, we did start focusing on tourism in our last episode. So I'm thinking, let's see if we can get another play scheduled and check how our traffic goes. Now it's 9:52 in the morning, so I would believe that this thing will go on at 8. So let's pay for the event and check our tourist level and see if we can get a lot of people in here. So right now, currently, our population in town, about people that are visiting, 1,402 tourists. Alright, so we're starting to become a tourist destination. And you can see the blue buildings here in this info map are telling me where the hotels are, which are all by the theater here. And the event's going to be at 8 p.m. So what we're going to do, we're going to speed up time. Hopefully there's no disasters or problems between now and then. It looks like the Academy is upset that they don't have a research project, so let's give them something to do. And I think I'm going to go for the level 3 upgrade. So they can work on that for a while. Let's see what kind of new high-tech wave of the future technologies they're going to bring me after that's done, or what's going to be available to me when that's done. I really like this. I can zoom out really far in this planning mode. I actually didn't know about this. Before, the farthest out we could zoom was about here. Now I can go way back. Look at all these new skyscrapers going up. I had to take a picture of that. I'll put these pictures up on my YouTube page. It might even be the thumbnail of this city, but take a look at how high-tech and futuristic that looks. We are really starting to look like a city. So let's get a coastline view. Where do you think the best view is? Say right up. Nope, that's too smoggy over here. Got to work on cleaning up that air. I think the best view of any city is from the coast. Yeah, there we go. Wonder what the, you know, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this right now, and then I'm gonna take a screenshot from a similar angle when the nighttime comes and see if there's any difference. I always like the way cities look lit up at night anyway. All right. So let's back out of here. Take a look at our tourist count. I want to make sure we're going to make some money off of this play so we can afford upgrades tomorrow. Game time. So 547 low well tourists going for the play that we're having at the Globe Theater, and 1,399 medium wealth tourists. Now the higher income means the more expensive the seats that they're buying. So that means the more money we're going to make at the end of the day. We look like we're filled to capacity, and we made our full 36,000. So, and the traffic isn't that bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not nowhere near the level of, like, say, Los Angeles or fucking New York. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We have 155,000 simoleons from letting the game run because I think that some of our recyclable material had been exported in the meantime. So now we're going to do something a little crazy. I'm going to try and I don't want to over specialize my city, but at the same time, why not? I mean, right now we got a pretty nice tourist destination. And here I was going to say I was going to slow down and take that picture of the night skyline. So let's see. Nah, geez. See now that... Alright, let me just take a picture of that. Our downtown area seems to be not so downtown anymore. I remember at the beginning of the game we had this little commercial area we built up extensively, and then it burnt down in an earthquake, then it burnt down in a fire. You know, the schools. Oh, we never did check that, but we'll do that the next school day. So far, recapping, we have full payout on our tourist event, which should be ending soon. Game time is 11:33 p.m. We'll let it go till midnight. That's usually when everyone gets let out, and then I'm going to slow it down and watch everybody leave the city and see where all the traffic jams are. Alright, so everyone's leaving. Looks to be mostly people on foot. I wonder... They seem to be heading towards the hotels, so that means they'll be back again tomorrow for some more shopping. Had a great vacation. Callie Forbes had a great vacation. William Harris. No one's telling me that this town is boring, which is awesome. So, my question to you, fellow viewers. What do you think the next specialization should be? I mean, we could put up another landmark. And if that's the case, let's take a look at what we have here. Okay, we have the Arc de Triomphe, built in the honor of Emperor Napoleon. Perfect for Francophiles. Lend your city a touch of Gaelic class. Origin, Paris, France. High tourist attraction. Raises medium wealth, land value. The next on our list would be the Cinquantiane Arch. And I don't know if I pronounced that right. This imposing arcade celebrates your city's independence. Watch as tourists are drawn to take photos of the famous landmark. And its origin is in Brussels, Belgium. Raises medium wealth, land value. The Dutch windmill, medium tourist attraction. It's a windmill. I don't need to really read it. Edificio Copan in Sao Paulo, Brazil. This wavy residential building adds a flowing sense of movement to even the densest urban cityscape. So if we place this landmark, not only will it have the benefit of being a tourist attraction, but also a place where people can live. The next would be the good old Empire State Building. It's not the tallest building in the world anymore, but this impressive building can be said to be the core of the Big Apple. And then we have Giralda, a bell tower, which is the former minaret for the Cathedral of Seville in Spain. Add a little Spanish glass. Colnerdam. Towering spires crown this Gothic church from Cologne. So I wonder if we should add this. I mean, it takes up a lot of damn room, if I remember correctly. We have our ferry port here. It's 50 grand, but I got the money to spend. And I think it looks really cool. I don't want to take out the commercial zones, but here, why don't we... Okay, we'll put it here. There's hotels here nearby, so people can come and look at it. Let's see what it looks like. That's pretty. I've always been a big fan of architectural cathedrals. Yes, they are a religious building, but there is just something about them. It's just majestic. The towering spires, the buttresses. I don't know. Just always had a soft spot for them. Maybe we can make a complex of parks around it. Kind of like a plaza. And the first thing we're going to do then, if we're going to do it that way, is make a road access around it. So we'll start here. Sorry, guy. Eminent domain, bitch. Alright, that's where the road's going to go. Now again, we're still gridding it out. I like nice grids. It makes everything nice and organized. So... we'll build walkways and sculpture parks around the perimeter of this building and then fill it in with shops so that we can hide this ugly-ass water pumping station. So the first thing we're going to do is go into city beautification. We're going to give it some plazas. Let's see what we can put here. Tiered urban green space. And then we'll put the urban green space on the other side of it. Alright. Those seem to be in a straight line. And now we're going to add a double walkway. Missed the walk on me, I'm the walkway. Bullshit. Alright, anyone who got that reference gets like 10 bucks. Imaginary $10. Alright, so then we're going to put a sculpture, which I can't fit. I'm going to put that. I can't fit. Fuck. Flower plaza, can't fit. Small sculpture garden. We could have those on either side. Right? No, they only let me put it on one side because they're jerks. Alright. Let's see if I can't fit that there either. I like symmetry. Do not like the fact that I cannot. Alright. So now we got pretty much almost half the city is high wealth. We start over here. There's a very small area of medium density here, or medium wealth. But most of the city now is high wealth, which would increase the land value of downtown if we keep spreading it. So what I'd like to do is let me take a look at futurizing with a plaza downtown. Yeah, we're going to kill our population a little bit, but so be it. It's like more commercial. Alright. Let's give it the commercial that they want. All the nice shops. And that just looks ugly. Get rid of that. Grab a road and see if we can bend it to kind of look all artsy fartsy. Let's grab it and see if we can arch the road to meet this one. That is really nice, if I must say so myself. So we're going to put that there. And maybe we can continue the park going across the street. Yeah, we'll do the sculpture garden. I think I found my guy. And we'll fill this whole area in with high wealth commercials so that everybody in their frickin' mega tower over here with their pinkies up can actually have somewhere to shop and stop bitching about it. So let's see how the city does in the morning. Let's run that clock and see if we get any more shops coming in here. What's probably going to happen is that they're going to bitch about not having any workers, so we're going to give them a higher population by adding for our demand. Now our demand here is in the low wealth apartment level, so bam, you got it. So that's going on, and they say high wealth shops needed in this mega tower, so we'll add a high wealth mall level to this mega tower so that they don't have to leave. So now we're starting to see that in the subject of mega towers, which are the two large buildings that you see that I built, one was the elite mega tower and the other one was a standard mega tower. Now what you'll notice is that they're completely self-sustaining, which is awesome. You can build levels that are either dedicated to employment, dedicated to shopping or happiness, or dedicated to just plain old living. But as our city continues to grow, we are now at 85,414 residents, and we're starting to see a traffic problem in the morning. Let me slow it down to kind of give you an idea. Let's go down to the street level and see what it's like when these people are driving to work. Like this guy. Looking... Okay, apparently Bennett Hunya is looking to place to buy bulk tube socks. I wonder if they're going to have a Costco. Let's zoom in down here. Look at that traffic jam. Jesus. It's got to be something I can do. Alright, I think it's time to go into more mass transit options. So here we go. We just increased our population. We're still building massive skyscrapers. We're having traffic all over the city. Now I know one of the things our academy researched in one of the other playthroughs was... Wait, hold on. Mega towers are crying. They need another high wealth apartment level. Alright, it's only going up 5 levels and I'm stopping. So that's it. They get no more. You can see the red there. That this mega tower here, they need more shoppers to make a profit. Now, we have tourists in this town, so I don't know what they're bitching about. What I do have is fucking traffic. So that's what I need to take care of. So stop bugging me for 5 seconds and let me take care of this damn traffic problem. Oh, of course they're going to bug me again. Here's a mission. Our mall level is having trouble staying profitable. We're just not getting enough shoppers. Maybe if you add an apartment level, they'll shop in the tower. Well, I sure as hell hope so. It's right underneath them, and I just did it, so they want me to do it again now. Well, it's not done yet, actually, so it might actually... What's the reward? Well, they didn't give me a fucking reward. Whatever. Alright. So, let me think. Mass transit. We need to find a way to make the roads less crowded. We have buses. We have trains. Planes ain't gonna get people from one side of the... But streetcars might. That's a good idea. Okay, let's try it. Let's try this shit. Alright. We're gonna... Okay. We're gonna try a two-tiered approach. It's gonna be extremely expensive. So, let me see what we want to do here. Basically, what I'm contemplating is whether or not to put a streetcar avenue. And what that is if we zoom in on our avenue, we see that it's two high-density streets running parallel to each other. 3 lanes southbound, 3 lanes northbound, or 3 lanes eastbound, 3 lanes westbound, depending upon the direction. But if we were to take where these lights are and add a rail, then there would be a streetcar going down the middle, kind of like San Francisco. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade that. You kind of see the blue line is where that streetcar track will run. So we can at least have people drive to the streetcar stops and then take the streetcars the rest of the way, so that there's not a lot of cars. So we're going to upgrade both our avenues to high-density streetcar avenues. Now we can't put that on the normal streets, only avenues. So we only have 2 avenues. One goes north-south, one goes east-west. In order to put more avenues into this game, I'm going to actually have to demolish most of my city because I was a poor planner. So now we're going to add a streetcar depot off of the... So now we have... That gives us... How many streetcars? 3 of them. So now we're going to start putting stops in. So we're going to have a stop here. We're going to have a stop here. And since they don't run on top of the roads, I don't have to worry about them getting in the way. Alright, so every single intersection will have a stop. Even the rich people, because I don't care that they're going to complain right now. There's shops over here that other people might want to go to. They're not exclusive. Yeah, I'm kind of... They need to get to work. Let's move them into the zones here. And they're going to want to get to the train station, but I believe that that's in walking distance, so we're good on that. Let's check. Our city hall can be upgraded. Let's wait on that before we have more problems. Let's check our bus stops to make sure that they're all strategically placed also along where those streetcar stops stop. Pretty much. And then they can take buses. Okay. Let's take a look at our streetcar. Is it open? Alright, let's find our streetcars on the map and see how they move. Okay, let's pause. Let's hit play again and see if we can see them moving around on our map. I don't see them, do you? Still traffic. We spent nearly 100 grand on that too. no one's using it. 248 riders. Where are the streetcars? I don't see them. I'm going to go down the whole track and see if I can see a single streetcar running. But I don't know if you can see the tracks here. Not seeing them. See buses. I see a fire because some dumbass lit his house on fire again. I am not seeing a single streetcar. How could there be riders if no one... I don't see it. Do you? I'm having a... Oh, and look at that. We are now negative $2,201 an hour. There's a streetcar. Let's follow it. I want to see how it does its rounds. Damn, it's going fast. Wouldn't you want to stop at the stops? It has no passengers, and apparently they stop at red lights too. That makes sense. Go. No passengers yet. 0 out of 200. So tell me what it is that you do all day. What do we pay you for? You're not stopping at any of the stops. I got 579 riders, but you have no passengers. What is going on here? I know I'm kind of being a little bit of a micromanager here, but I'm just trying to figure out exactly what use is this going to have if it's picking up nobody. Finally. Okay, so it did pick up 51 passengers from there. It's now moving back. No one's waiting at that stop. Drops them off. Traffic is starting to get slightly lighter. I kind of like the blend of the futuristic cars and the normal ones, like those weird looking mofos down here. That's just pretty funny looking. Well, I don't even know what the hell that is. It's like a frickin' ball rolling down the street. Looks like a ball of yarn. Alright, we're increasing our density here. I still think that commercial zones near the utility is a bad idea, but you cannot deny that being so close to a tourist attraction will eventually add business. Let us look at our tourist levels now. First, let's look at the infograph and take a look at how well our newest landmark is doing. So far, it's making $5,020 a day, which they generate income when they're there. When people go and visit, I guess they charge for ticket admission or whatever. We got a brand new hotel here. La Pantaloons Fancy. I don't know where they come up with the names of this shit. Excuse me, that was very unprofessional of me. You know, keeping with the tree thing, I think. It's just looking ugly. I want these buildings to be done. Like, scaffolding and cranes is not a pretty city make, in my opinion. So I want to make sure that they're done with these buildings. So I'm going to fast forward it here so that they can just be done with this. And while we're doing that, I'm going to check my demand. Okay, our demand is level for residential. We want medium wealth commercial, but they're building it as we speak. So I'm just going to let that build up and get done so that demand goes down. And you can see that here in the information. Every time you look at the zoning tabs here, you can get a very, very quick overview on what you need. Well, we're starting to run out of room here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill in the rest of the city. We're probably going to end up needing industry eventually. Then we got to figure out another way for money to be made. That mega tower, I mean, even though it looks like something out of Blade Runner, it's ugly. The other one's so cool looking compared to this. This thing over here, just an eyesore. Just so much neon. There's a fire on the 3rd level, apparently. Because, yes, reasons. Alright, let's take a look. We are not educating our population. We don't have a Department of Education anyway. So we can't have access to more education. Our community college is pretty much packed to the gills. Our elementary school is at maximum capacity. So it looks like we're going to need a high school, which only costs $1,100 an hour to add to our budget that's already gigantic. So what we'll do is we did have another upgrade planned, so we will add a Department of Education to our City Hall. If I can find the damn building now, because there it is. Alright, so we reached, I believe, the second final tier of our City Hall. That does not seem to be a high-density road. Or maybe it is. I'm not sure. People are protesting garbage wasn't being collected. Are you fucking kidding me? I'll have to check on that now. Alright, more eminent domain. We need the Department of Education. Then we need to eminent domain somebody living here already to figure out exactly where our high school's gonna go, because... And we have a power deficit again, because I wasn't paying attention. Why is that, though? We'll have to upgrade this thing. Combustion turbine generator for the win. Now we're generating way too much power. Hopefully... Oh, geez, half the mega tower is out. Those rich people don't like it when there's no power. Come on, guys, get the power going. Oh, for the love of God, you're generating the power. Do it. Managing a metropolis is such a pain in the dick. Oh, look at that. I'm sorry. ADD moment here. Not that that's a bad thing, but we got a futuristic looking building here and I want to take a look at it. I'm going to take a picture of that. It's just like a giant pyramid triangle thing. What are you called? Star Lawyers. These tourists are spending lots. Let's see if we can have a picture of that. So, that'll be the 3 thumbnails. Look at that. That is amazing. And believe it or not, these are factories. High-tech factories. More like business tech parks. So everything is starting to come together. We just need more educative buildings, which we will be able to do. The bus stops already exist. We're going to have to eminent domain somebody. And it looks like we're going to do it over here. Actually, over here. Alright, let's add our bus stops to the low-income neighborhoods. And last but not least, let's just get our school buses already ready for the overflow. Yes, we're losing money per hour. Get the gymnasium on. And add all of our upgrades so that this high school, which is a gigantic high school, can support our massive population of students, which is now almost 1,000 more than what we had the ability to cover in the first place. Let's check our crime. 1 crime committed per day. That's a fully upgraded police station. Without adding another one, I don't know what else we can do. We still have a traffic problem. Let's take a look at our streetcars. That's why. We don't have enough streetcars. I mean, it's bad enough when the game reports to you that you have a traffic problem. It's another thing to see it. I mean, this game is running at the fastest speed right now, and these cars are still not clearing these intersections. So we need to do some work about that. So we're going to have to eminent domain and add the maximum number of streetcars to our streetcar terminal. So sorry, new shops, but you are no longer in business. Alright, I know what I want to do. We're pretty much almost done. I mean, this city cannot grow any further without some help from others. Right now, we've reached the limits of our map. I mean, there's not many places we can continue to build. So our goal has been accomplished as far as filling up the map. We can rearrange density later, but what I want to do now is maintain this city's mass transit ability so that when we decide, because in the next playthrough, we're going over to this lot over here. And let's go to the region view so we can get a better view of that. Hold on, let's look at something more normal. So this is Clearwater. And I believe the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take over Trinity Point. We might call it something different. But right now, that is our next location. And then we can see how the cities interact with each other as we will then bounce back and forth between the two. So on the next Let's Play series, we're going to open up Trinity Point. Also, if you are still watching right now, I'd like some comments below suggesting names for the next city site here in the corner. Suggest away. I'd like to I'll choose the one I like the most, but it'd be nice to have a lot of input. And with that being said, let's move back into Clearwater. Let's go back in there. Come on. We're getting demand for low-income housing again. Our population is now 130,000 people. And that's incredibly... I mean, for a city... The city sizes in this game don't get really that big. But if you really were to think about it... And we have an arsonist, apparently. Fire blazes out of control. Could it be your house? More at 11. Dun, 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 dun. There's a mission here. We might be able to make some money. We already expanded the community college. Why you want me to expand it again? Community college is expanded. There's not much more I can do. And why on earth is not everybody educated? It's like 4:15 in the afternoon. We've upgraded everything. There's not much more I can do here. Don't tell me it's because these 18 kids can't get out of their house. There's no school bus stop going over there. So how were they getting to school before? Makes no damn sense. Unless they're all being late to school or the buses can't get to them in time because of our traffic problem. That would be unfortunate. Being late to school because of the bus, I'm sure the kids wouldn't mind. Okay, well, this is the conclusion of part 4, I believe, of Clearwater. Enjoy. I'm liking the way the city looks. So let's take another little snapshot before we go from the view of the Kulner down their new and exciting tourist destination and landmark. So let's take a look here. Let's do a side profile here. Oh, the sun's coming down. All right. Good night, everyone. And again, thank you for watching the Gaming Recon. More to come soon. Everybody, have a great evening, and please do not forget to comment and subscribe below. More content is on the way, and more PC games are being thought about and discussed by me and my friends to see if we can all entertain you some other time. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.